I'm going to start working on the door now for my corridor, and I've got this image here of something that I modeled earlier, and it's not exactly what I want to do, but it's close to um, something like this. So I'm just gonna go with something like that. So this is available for download on the zerobio Discord in the reference channel. And if you happen to get there after I may have deleted it, maybe you could take a screenshot of it. What I'll do is I'll select that and I'll just maximize this in case you wanted to take a screenshot of that and use it. But there are other images on the internet that you could use. So I'm going to model something along that line. In fact, I think I'll probably do it right from here anyhow. All right, so it's going to be pretty easy to do. So my 3D cursor is roughly in the middle of this, and I'm going to bring in a plane. Go to edit mode, rotate X90, then it goes Z wireframe. I'm going to scale this up. We'll see how closely it matches. It's pretty close. I'm going to select this edge and move it up to here. And select this edge and move it down to there. Okay, so now Control R right in the middle. And I'm going to Control V and pull until I get to about the width of this top and the bottom. Another one over here. Control V and pull until I get the width of about there. Okay. I'm going to pull these edges to about the bottom of the curve. I'm going to go into vertex selection and take these two vertices and these two. I'm going to scale them in the X until they're like this. I can now take these and these, and I'm going to delete those vertices. Select them again and scale them in the Z just a little bit. Alright, that's good. Now I want to select all these edges here, X, and dissolve only edges and faces. So if I hit A to select, I'll hide the image. I've got this, and that's what I want to have. Bring that back. Okay, so I want to round all of these points. So with them all selected, because I'm in vertex selection and it's just a plane, I'm going to press Shift Control V and pull, and you'll see them start to split. I'm going to split them so it looks like it follows my diagram. Then I'm going to roll my mouse up. There's 3 points for, I'm going to go for 5. Select it all. Press F to make a face, E to extrude. I'll come back in the solid view, and this is what I have. I may have extruded the wrong way. Nope, I'm okay. Okay, let's work on this piece right here with my 3D cursor right in the middle. Shift A, mesh plane, go into edit mode, rotate X90, slide it over, and take these vertices and scale in the Z. And it may not match the diagram perfectly, so we'll just go with what we've got. Let's take these ones and let's move them back to here. Actually, let's not do it that way. Let's take these two and let's extrude them straight out to here. And let's extrude one more time to here. And let's merge those in the center. And then I'll take this edge and I'll X only edges. And now I'll have vertices like that. Okay, select the whole thing. Shift Control B to bevel. Round them, and again, I've got 3, 4, 5. Well, that's what I'll go for. 5. This part could be, it could be a little maybe less sharp, so maybe I'll actually not select that point and do these first with 5, and this one maybe with 3. A little bit, maybe a little tighter, and something like this. Okay, so I've got that. Let's go F to make a face, E to extrude, give it some thickness. Select the whole thing and pull it out in front. So this is what I've got here. I'm going to select this face, and let's get this face, look from the front, and wireframe. I'm going to press E and S, come in and give it some thickness. And again, it may not match the diagram perfectly. That's okay. Let's go Control E, bridge edge loops, and then we'll mess around with this and just bring it in. So it's like that. We will come back in here, Shift Alt and click these faces. Right, look from the front, and I'm just going to scale them in the X and try to get the whole thing relatively consistent around something like that is okay. Maybe I'll scale these, or just Alt S. Hopefully that's, maybe I'll scale Shift Y actually. And just keep adjusting until you're satisfied with the overall shape. And again, I may go off the diagram a little bit, but that's pretty good as long as I give myself room for those. I think we're probably all right. Yeah. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to Shift Alt and click that inner edge. I'm going to scale that like this, and then I'll scale it in the X a little bit. Let's get it to slope a little. Okay, let's put a bevel on this. I'll go for 3, 0.02, and I'll switch over to angle, and we'll work on stuff. I'll go ahead actually and put on weighted normal, and under here I'll put on auto smooth, and I'll do the same thing here. Control L modifier, so I select this piece, then this piece. We both have the same, and we'll go with that, and I'll put on shade smooth, and then I think I will do a little bit more beveling on this, so I'm going to select those edges. Do I want the inner edges? No. Okay, I'm going to Control B, and I'll just put 1. Well, let's try 1. See if I like that effect. Getting some. No, I don't. So let's actually bevel like this. Just put a couple. Do that. Okay. Shading is a little bit off on this, so let's minimize the bevel, and that. Oh, I do have that on there. What I don't have is auto smooth. Okay, so there's that piece. I've got my 3D cursor right in the middle, so I will go ahead and add a mirror. I have the two of them, and we'll just see if I have enough room to do what I need to do in the middle there. I'm going to scale these just like that, a little bit, maybe a little bit more. Now I have to say, as I look at this, just from this angle, it looks like this is shorter than this one. Let's see if I see that elsewhere. I sort of see that. I don't think it's really important, but it gives me the ability to come in here and to grab this and to manipulate it a little bit the way I kind of want to, which is kind of what I wanted to do anyhow. So I'm gonna go with that. All right. What else have we got to do here? Let's see if we can borrow this. Shift D, G. I'm going to pull it over here, and I'm going to get rid of the mirror. Oh, that's that one. Okay. And make sure I'm in edit mode. And scale this down. And just see if we can make this fit. Let's box select all of these and pull them up. And just grab these and just pull them. It should be okay, I hope. Like that. Now the only thing is that actually changes the thickness of these. They look about the same thickness. So maybe what I'll do is I'll come in here, and I don't see it here, but I'm going to scale Shift Y. I may not have got the whole thing. Let's see. Because of the bevel, I'm going to Control plus. Okay, the bevel's only on the top, so I'll grab all of those. Okay, let's look from the front again, and let's just do it by eye scale Shift Y and get them to match this a little bit more. Okay, let's set the origin to the 3D cursor and mirror. Okay, this piece is looking a little bit off-centered, so let's see what happens if we bring it to plane. Rotate X90 and scale it, and then just pull it down. I think it'll look a little bit better this time around, a little bit more central. Let's move it out. Later on we'll make sure everybody is against the actual door. I can go ahead and bevel this now. It's not so beveled in the diagram, so I'm going to do it this way. And I've got my 5 points there. Extrude it back. And let's just scale it out a little bit. And then the X. And put a bit of a bevel on the top. Like that. And I'll put bevel and just leave it at that. And let's throw a weighted normal and auto smooth, and let's see, GX, nope, GY. Let's take these and GY, and these. Might want to have the height of this thing come out similarly, so I think I will just, let's see, let's bring it to about there, and a wireframe, box select. Let's examine that. Let's get rid of those faces. Grab these and pull them back into the door. Let's take this as well, pull it out. Next faces, bring it in the door, see how that's looking. Okay. Let's have a look at these guys. And I'll just press the slash key, and we'll get rid of these back faces as well. Okay, so let's come in here now with another plane. rotate X90 and bring it up, and we'll carve this thing out here. Alright, so let's put, say, an edge loop there. Let's scale in the X, and grab this and scale in the X. Come in. And come out and down. Do another edge loop there. Scale in the X. I'll take this one again. Scale in the X. And if I'm concerned about having them straight, I can just go SX0. And this one's SX0. Scale it a little bit. Okay, we could go ahead with that. I'm going to select both of these and go X only edges and faces. Take this F to make a face, E to extrude, and push it out to give it some thickness. Alright, I'm going to want this to go all the way through, so I'm going to scale this in the Y like this, pull it through, and I'm going to make sure that my face orientation is right, which it isn't, so I'm going to select this and Alt-N, recalculate outside. I'll do the same down here. Okay. If I didn't have that, then I couldn't properly do a Boolean, which is what I want to do now. Okay, so I've got that. And I think what I'll do is I'll round this now. So I'm going to select all these edges around here. And we'll round them off. Okay. So now I'm going to go Control B instead of Shift Control B and just pull. And I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, just like that. And that's good enough. Okay, so I'm going to cut through now. So I'll select here. There's different ways, of course, to do Booleans. I'll do that, and then I'll choose Boolean and bring it up to the top. And under difference with the eyedropper, I'll select here, and I'm going to go ahead and apply. Let's take that and hide it. You can see I've come through. Let's hide the empty, and let's just look through. So there's my window, and what I want to do, let's see, this picture here. There's a little bit of a frame around it, and so I'll use that piece, Alt-H. I'm going to have a look at this piece. I think I got some funny stuff going on here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that, P to break it out, and select the rest of it and delete it. So I got that, and I'm going to use that to make the frame around it a little bit. And so I'm just going to press S to scale. Probably should do this in wireframe. Okay, I'd inset a little bit like this. X and delete those faces. Let's go back. Let's extrude it back and pull it out. It's not quite as wide, I think, as I'd want it to be. So we can fix that. This piece here, it isn't really that wide, but I think I want it a bit wider. So in face selection, Shift Alt and click those from the front. I think I'll try just Alt S and pull it like this. Okay, I'm going to select the door and Control L modifiers to put that bevel on. Not getting much, so I will Shift Alt and click the edges and Control B. Roll my mouse back and then put a few segments. Shade smooth. It's probably okay. Okay, let's focus just on that and get rid of the back. I don't really need that. Can I Control plus? No. Control, we'll just get rid of that. I might actually scale it a bit. Okay. Okay, so that's what we have so far. So let's keep going. We'll do this piece. Bring in a plane, rotate X 90, and scale it. And I'm just going to follow my geometry rather than a diagram to get it centered. Select it all. Shift Control B. Round these out. We'll go with that. No, it's, yeah, I don't know. I'll pull those in. No, I don't think I do. I'm going to pull this out. B. I'll extrude it just to give it a bit of thickness. And let's make sure my polys are facing the right way. Oh, now for these they're not, so let's go back to there. Okay, this one is though. I'm going to push this in a little bit to make an indent. Okay, looks pretty central on my diagram here, so I'll do another Boolean. I'll bring it to the top. Difference, select this and apply. Let's take this and hide it. Okay, so there's my inset. Looks pretty good. I just want to look at the reference diagram, see the spacing. So there's nothing on this door here. There's no numpad on it or anything. If I look at this one, nothing there either. That makes it easier. There's the original. Some of the ones that I looked at had a keypad here, and that's what I've got in mine. So I don't know what to do. If I don't have to do it, maybe it's better. Let's leave that piece hidden. I may want to come back and do more of a bevel on these. Let's do the other piece though. There's I don't have this in my reference. There's a bit of a plate here. I think I'll do it as, I don't know, an inset and then a thing, and then I don't know what shapes I want to do. Maybe arrows. There's that piece there. Well, let's do something. Let's just do something. And I'm not going to follow the diagram for this. I just need to see how wide it is though. It's not quite the width, it's almost where the curve starts on that. So I'll do it like that. How much space is in between? It's closer to this than it is to these. I'll just do it like this, I think. Let's bevel this a little bit. I'll come back this way. I think my polys will be flipped, yeah, okay. Let's push it in and see if we can get away with a small bevel here. Using a Boolean. Bring it up. Hide it. All right, so I've got a bit of a cutaway. Let's bring that back, in particular this one. Take this face, pull it in. Like that. I can actually delete this. And now think about this. So just make an arrow. You know, that'd be all right, probably. All right, let's try this. Let's see. Those are in. Okay. All right. Let's take this face here and Boolean with respect to this guy. Apply it. Let's hide those. And for this, let's select the door and put on that bevel. So have that, and I'll bring those back. And let's add a bevel on these as well. And let's see how well it takes it. Yeah, okay. Just do it like that. Maybe the tops. Just want to watch. Yeah, this end here is a little ugly. It's probably okay. Let's scale these in the Y. In fact, let's move them out and get rid of any back face. And just push them in. Maybe even below. I'll do some with those sometime. Okay. Yeah, I already beveled these. But if I wanted to, and I'm not sure I want to, but if I wanted to, I could delete those edges, come back again and bevel this again if I wanted more. And I could do the same down here, and I may just do this. So X, dissolve edges, grab this one and Control B. Oh, hopefully did I get everything? What have I done? I just want it a little bit more rounded. All right, let's have a look at this as a door. I'm just playing around now with, you know, dissolving edges and stuff and trying to decide if I can get a better look to what I want with this. And I'm kind of liking that a little bit more. And this looks a little bit bare, but that's basically just the door, you know. Like that. Pretty much. That's a little bit better. I think I want to have a look at this. No, I don't. All right, cool. So let's bring stuff back and imagine that the door is in there. And I'll do the wall next time. And I can scale this as well to any size that I want. But that's the general idea of that. Okay, cool. See you next time.